Hi guys, my name is Nate Green. I'm the chef at Henry's Smokehouse and Grill at the Rosewood Hotel. And today I'm going to be making a shepherd's pie for you. So first off, we're going to start with the mashed potato. So here we have some Gruyere potatoes that have been washed. So we're just going to quickly peel these. And then we're going to cook them in some boiler's salted water to make our potato topping for the shepherd's pie. We always cut them to an even size. This is so that when they cook at an even rate. So once these come up to the boil, we'll go reduce them down to a nice gentle simmer. While we're doing that, we'll go prepare the vegetables for the rest of the pie. So we have a few carrots, some celery and some onion. Just kind of classic British root vegetables. Again, like with the potatoes, we're going to cut these to an even size to allow them to cook evenly. Keep all our vegetables separately so that we can put them into pans at different stages of the cooking. We're going to just turn our oven on and preheat it. So here in the pan we've got the strained potatoes. I'm just going to let them sit for a couple of seconds. This just lets any excess water you might have in the potatoes or on the pan, just allows it to escape. We're going to knock the temperature of the pan right down to number 3 on the induction, so a nice gentle temperature. I'm going to add in half of the butter. With the milk in the recipe, we don't necessarily use all of it. We just add a little bit, and the milk just stops the potatoes from splitting. And we're just going to get a spatula. I'm just going to work it. For this pie, we're going to use, as it's a shepherd's pie, it's lamb mince. But if you can't get hold of lamb mince, you can always use beef, and then it becomes a cottage pie. So we're going to warm up the pot first. We just sprinkle it in a little bit. And when I do it, I don't stir it straight away. Because when you start stirring it, you take the temperature out of the pan. And we want to keep the temperature quite high. The sooner we get it brown, the better it's going to be, seal in the juices and the flavours. Add a little bit of salt now. A lot of what we're trying to do is cook off any excess water, and you can see in the pan, you can see the water. So the trick is when you hear it start to fry again, that's what we're looking for, because that means all the water's disappeared. And you can hear that now. You can hear it start to fry again, and we can see all the liquids evaporated off the beef. Here I got ready some lamb stock, a little bit of Worcester sauce, some tomato paste, and then bovril. For those of you who don't know what bovril is instant gravy you get from the UK. So for the vegetables, I'm not going to use olive oil. I'm going to use a little bit of butter, the leftover butter from the mashed potatoes, just to sweat them in, because butter sweats slightly more gently than, say, olive oil does. Okay. Whenever we sweat our vegetables, we start with the hardest thing first. So in this case, that's the carrots, and then we'll add the onions, and then we'll add the celery. Add a little bit of salt, because the salt encourages any more of the waters in the vegetables to come out, and that also helps with the sweating process. Right now, so the carrots are pretty much getting there. They're starting to go see-through and translucent. So now it's time to add the onions. I'm going to sweat these a little bit. So now we're going to add the celery in. I'm going to soften this a little bit. So all our vegetables are sweated. We're going to add the Lee & Perrins Worcestershire sauce. There's 1 tablespoon in here, so we're going to add that back in. Going to allow that to cook a second, so allow that to, it basically will reduce down a little bit. We're going to add our tomato paste again, spoonful. Okay, so our tomato paste is cooked out. We're going to add our lamb mince back. Because this is a pie, it needs to have a bit of gravy in there. So we're going to add in the lamb stock. And now I'm just going to add in the granules. Just 2 teaspoons, this will thicken up quite a lot. Okay, so now our pie is ready to top. The danger here is if you put it all in the middle, you're going to squash all your meat to the side. So what I do is I take it using a spatula, I actually put it quite flat. I just layer it just gently on top. I don't want it too thick. You want 80% mince and gravy and 20% potatoes. I'm just going to drop it down to the temperature down to 180. Okay, and I reset the timer now for 30 minutes.